They've been programming us to believe that the far right has been out to get us for some time now. Just last year, President Biden said the most dangerous threat to our homeland is white supremacy. According to Senate Bill 894 from 2019, white supremacists and other far-right-wing extremists are the most significant domestic terrorism threat facing the United States. But it's not just politicians. Experts like Cynthia Miller Idris, director of the Polarizations and Extremism Research and Innovation Lab, whatever that is, at American University, agree that white supremacy is a significant and growing concern.
I guess you could say things are getting pretty serious.
Of course, we know white supremacy is a dark historical reality, but how have hate groups evolved to maintain relevance? With so few Klansmen racing through the forest on horseback with lanterns and burning crosses these days, how has white supremacy received such widespread attention? Has the far right learned to code, so to speak, and made a resurgence online? All businesses, entrepreneurs, and professionals know that a polished website and a strong social media following are essential for success in the 21st century. Has hate evolved with the times? Or are they just as irrelevant virtually as in the physical world? Thanks for joining us for this week's release here at NPC Overrider, where we challenge mainstream source code to develop independent thought, one user story at a time. Let's log into the information super hateway and see how these 15 far-right organizations use the internet to maintain their position as, quote, the most significant threat to our homeland. Alright, kicking us off at number 15 is American Border Patrol. The Southern Poverty Law Center says the American Border Patrol is, quote, one of the most virulent and anti-immigrant groups around. Encyclopedia.com says at one point they had up to 3,000 subscribers to their newsletter. Crazy. Some reports suggested they may have up to 50 members. Wow.
Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
But I don't know how many of those are around because their website's down and I can't find any social media accounts. Not a great start, but let's keep looking. Alright, number 14, Aryan Freedom Network. According to the Anti-Defamation League, the AFN is a small but growing neo-Nazi group from Texas claiming to have chapters in 25 states where they hold private events and distribute flyers. Yikes. Let's see if they have a website, though. Here we go. whitepower.org. Look at this. It looks like a 15-year-old kid spun this up on GeoCities back in 1996, but it's a start. Yeah, this is terrible. Okay, let's see if they have any social media here. Or they got some events. Okay. So the events are updated. Looks like they're keeping organized with those. But this is just awful design. I don't know if anybody could take this seriously. Let's see what they have. Okay, they got a store. Okay, let's check out their social media. Okay, they've got 36 followers, folks, on X. That's about all I can find. Okay, we're making progress here, but let's keep looking. Okay, let's check out number 13, Aryan Strike Force. Wikipedia says Aryan Strike Force is a neo-Nazi white supremacist group estimated to have 350 members 15 years ago. That's like half the people in Costco on a Saturday afternoon. But let's see if they have a website. Looks like it's down, and I don't see any social media either. So as of now, it looks like their ranks appear closer to 0. Number 12, Atomwaffen Division. The SPLC says the Atomwaffen Division is a terroristic neo-Nazi organization that formed out of the Iron March, an influential fascist forum that went offline back in the fall of 2017, allegedly responsible for murder and planned terror attacks. But it doesn't look like they're taking any applications right now. Their website down is 2. But hey, we do have a BitChute account we found. Oh, but they're blocked though.
Oh no.
Number 11, Goyim Defense League. The ADL says the GDL is a loose network of individuals connected by their virulent anti-Semitism. Apparently they have a Odyssey account called goyim.tv. Let's check it out. Alright, pretty low content. It's updated, but it's really low. 72 views, 35 views. Got 10K view or 4K views up top, but that was about a month ago, and that's still low as far as general content goes. Let's check one of these out here. These links pretty slow. We have to wait. Okay. Look at these likes and dislikes.
Unreal. Unreal.
What else?
We found an X account though. A whole 690 followers. Not a strong following there. That's all I could find. Let's keep moving. Number 10, Keystone United. The SPLC says Keystone United is one of the largest, most active single-state racist skinhead crews in the country, with members allegedly involved in assaults, threats, murders, and hosting racist picnics. Wonder Bread only, folks. And we've got a live one. We've got a website up. Okay, let's take a look. It looks a lot cleaner than what we've seen so far. The content is all outdated. About Us is a text wall. Okay, we got a cheap contact form. Okay, let's upcoming events. Nothing. All right, so we got some socials here. You can't see it on your end, but when I hover over all these, they all redirect to Wix, the website builder's social media accounts.
Man, you are one pathetic loser. No offense.
All right, number 9, KKK, the McDonald's of white supremacy. I know they don't need much of an introduction, but according to Britannica, there's actually 2 clans. One was founded after the Civil War that only lasted a few years, and then another one started in 1915 that continues through today. Let's see how they're faring online. Okay, they've got a website here. Let's check it out. It looks pretty cheap design. It looks like it's got some updated content. More crap. Let's see, this is going back a few years. Let's go back up and check out what's up top. Let's see, you can join. Let's see what our goal is. What's the goal? I think the goal is to work on the website. Look how slow this is. Okay, yeah, this isn't going to retain many potential recruits. Okay, the McDonald's of white supremacy, everybody. We've got a Twitter account here. They've got 2,000 followers. They haven't posted since 2007, where they declared to the world SDHJYKI. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. All right, moving to number 8, National Socialist Movement. According to the SPLC, this organization specializes in theatrical and provocative protests. The NSM was once one of the largest and most active neo-Nazi groups in the U.S., known for its carefully staged protests. Here we go. We have a live site for them. Look at these guys. Looks like these 12 guys are more likely to host a LARPing session in the local park rather than take over the country, but let's see here. Okay, we're $350. Wow. Tons of cash. I mean, they're keeping it updated, but it's just another text wall. Bunch of garbage assets here. You can sign up for the newsletter. All right, let's check out what our about section. National offices. Okay, they might be serious. Let's check out the corporate address. It must be a modern day eagle's nest, I bet. Let's look it up. It's a Staples. All right, let's move to the next. Okay, number 7, NSDAP. That's the acronym for the original Nazi Party. This offshoot threw a /AO at the end of it in 1972 and claims to be an extension of the original Nazi Party, known today for spreading its propaganda material. Looks like they have a website. Let's see what we got. Okay, more cheap design. Everything's in German, it looks like. It may be updated, but it looks super cheap. No links up top. We do have a Facebook account here, but it leads to this guy's. It looks like he's the founder, so it's got his individual account. And apparently these days he is running something called Third Reich Books. Third Reich Books has a website here. Let's take a look at it. And their website's down. Okay, so NSDAP is not looking so hot these days. I don't think if they claim to be an extension of the original Nazi Party, I don't think old Joseph Goebbels would be too happy with these marketing efforts. Let's see who's up next. Okay, number 6, the Oath Keepers. From the SPLC, the Oath Keepers, which claims tens of thousands of present and former law enforcement officials and military veterans as members, is one of the largest far-right anti-government groups in the U.S. today. You'll recall them from the news in the past few years, and they do have a website. This one looks better than some of the others, but still relatively cheap looking. Let's see, we got a contact us section. Let's see what we have here. A little slow. All right, a basic contact form. Maybe relatively updated, or not, October 2024, not super updated. Well, the only social media I can find is this X account, which is suspended. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, number 5, Proud Boys. Another one that you'll recall from the news in the past few years. The SPLC said, and by the way, if you're wondering why I'm using the SPLC and ADL so much, it's because these are the ones that are tracking these groups and saying there's such a threat, or at least a big part of it. So if they're the ones saying it's a threat, then let's hear from them first. The SPLC says the Proud Boys were established in the 2016 presidential election by Vice Media co-founder Gavin McInnes. They do have a website I found, but just a quick warning, if you go poking around on this website, they have an audio file that announces to anybody that's in the room with you, welcome to proudboys.com, so just be aware of that. I won't play it here, but let's log in here. It does look a little bit better. Looks like they've got some custom design work here. I'm not so sure about the color scheme and the text up here, but this looks like it's okay. November, not super updated. I like you, Anna, but what is that? We've got a contact form here. How about following? We got any socials? Yeah, some of the as usual, none of the major players as far as social media goes. They do have a Minds account that's got 2,000 subscribers, but it looks like that's about it. Okay, let's move on to the next. Number 4, Stormfront. From the SPLC, Stormfront is a neo-Nazi internet forum and the web's first major racial hate site with an alleged 300,000 members. Impressive for one point in time anyway, but it looks like there's far fewer these days. And after a quick look at their 1990s forum-style website, I can tell why. Here we are back in the 1990s, of course. We've got, hey, Stormfront.org, everybody, wants to wish you a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas back to you, Stormfront. It looks like there's people in here talking. I mean, this is as of 12/18/2024. Looks like engagement's kind of all over the place. Some have decent numbers, some are super low. This is going to go on for ages, I bet, if I scroll down. So let's stay up top. Community, do we have any social media, social groups? Oh, looks like groups within the forum. Contacts, cheap contact form. How about today's posts? The forum requires you to wait 15 seconds between. Yeah, nobody's gonna come here to and be emboldened to join this group. All right. No social media links here, but we did find an X account. They've got it protected. And there, as you can see, there's 0 followers. So nobody's going to be engaging there. So not a whole lot going on with Stormfront.org, but let's check out the next one. All right, number 3, the 3 percenters. According to the SPLC, 3 percenterism is not a group, but a sub-ideology of common belief that falls within the larger anti-government militia movement. Let's see, I did find a website for these folks. Let's check them out. Okay, this one looks a lot cleaner and more simple. This might be the best one we've seen so far. If you just got a simple join application here. Clean logos, and they even go on to say, we are not domestic terrorists, we are not anti-government, and we are not racist. So this one stands out a little bit differently from the rest of them. However, I don't see any links to social media, and I couldn't find any on my own either. So maybe they're not racist, but they're certainly not influencing many people. Let's check out the next one. All right, number 2, National Vanguard / Vanguard America. The SPLC says National Vanguard started in 2005, but largely fell apart after its founder went to prison for CP. Uh-oh. Well, somebody's still running the place because we do have a website that I found that's still live. Okay, this one's got some November, so relatively updated content here. And it doesn't look terrible. I mean, let's see what we got here as far as contact. We got any social media? Okay, we have these are, you can't see it on your end, but all these social media links over here, they're just prompts to share this site on your social media. So I couldn't find any on my own either. So let's see who comes in at number 1. All right, let's check out number 1. And by the way, none of these have been in any particular order. I just happen to have Patriot Front as the last, but certainly not the least. You've seen these guys demonstrating in DC and around the country, well organized, well outfitted. They were in the news with some of the guys were arrested in Idaho, I think it was, on their way to a demonstration. And a lot of people have been led to believe that these are government plants, or at least they're getting some kind of government assistance, as they seem to kind of fly under the radar and seem to be well equipped. And when you check out their website, that'll be just another reason to believe so, because they are just blowing everybody out of the water with their web design. Look at this. Got some videography built in. We got the parallax scrolling effect. Like they got some pros on this website. As you can tell with the others, not so much. FAQ. We got some Telegram stuff. Seems to be relatively updated. December 17th. Okay, so this is updated. All right. What do we got here? Updates. Okay, so this is kind of old stuff here, but still, it looks great. The design's awesome. Social media. Hey, we got some accounts. A Telegram, Gab. Yeah, they've got some social media, but they've got a Rumble channel. Let's check out their Rumble channel. It's down. Okay, so yeah, they've got more of a social media presence. It looks like a better organized one, but still, they're relegated to the corners of the internet with the small platforms. Why is all this web presence so important? I mean, I think it's because everybody knows that to be successful as a business or to influence the next generation, you have to be technically savvy. You know, when you're interested in something, whether it's a national business or a local business or a freelancer, if you hear about something that interests you, you're going to check them out on your phone. And if you're younger or even older these days, you're going to judge them by, do they look professional? Do they have a serious website, or does it just look like some kid from 1996 threw something up 20 years ago and they haven't updated it since? That no social media following. These are not trustworthy organizations. So even if somebody's influenced to join a white supremacist group, they're going to look on there and they're going to see that this stuff is cheap. They don't have it together, and I don't think they're going to gain many followers. As you can see, they have very little to begin with here. So 21st Century, not cutting it with white supremacy. Let's take a look at some of their competition. Okay, let's check out Black Lives Matter. Okay, we've got an updated website here. It looks like it's clean, professional. Got photographers. Got some writers. It's a big team, big impact, lots of money. Join the movement. News. Social media following, not only social media following, but look, LinkedIn, X, Facebook, the big ones, they're not blocked anywhere. Let's check out Antifa's website. Okay, simple design, nothing super impressive, but it's clean, it's simple, it's updated, yep. Okay, January. Oh no, it's not updated, sorry. But they got social media. Okay. Let's check out DSA, Democratic Socialists of America. This looks pretty clean. They got a YouTube channel. How to join, priorities. Okay. All right, folks. Well, I think we get the point here. None of this is to say that right-wing extremism isn't a problem. Psychos shoot up churches, schools, and supermarkets in the name of white supremacy, but these are lone wolves. I think it's clear who has the social, financial, and marketing means to organize and who doesn't. White supremacists have neither the access nor the technical skills to exert any long-term significant influence in the modern day. It's the progressive left that has the resources in both the virtual and physical world. over the past few years, it's the left that we've seen kill, maim, destroy cities, and uproot minority businesses. As for the few right-wing extremists out there, they've been relegated to the darker corners of society and the internet, unable to grow any significant following or even figure out how to maintain a website or configure an email client. The far right that we see out there is just fear-mongering to program us to relinquish more power to the government through legislation like Senate Bill 894. To influence the current and next generations, one must be digitally dressed to impress, so to speak, and it's clear that the far right simply doesn't have the chops to make it in the information age. As Mark Twain said, clothes make the man. Naked people have little or no influence on society. Well, that one went a little bit longer than I anticipated, but thanks so much for helping us with this week's deployment here at NPC Overrider. I'm your lead engineer, Greg. If you want to help us save the NPCs, please set the like button to true and share this video with a friend. Also, please consider subscribing. We'd sure love to have you on our development team. If you have a future idea, or if you have an idea for a future video, please open a ticket in the comments section. And thanks again for stopping by, everybody. We're going to grab a beer. We'll see you next time. Merry Christmas, everybody.